Alright, boys and girls, so we got our table set up here. Got to put it on blocks so I can have some room because it's got to go above the buggy. Because I ain't got no room over here. First order of business today is to separate the housings. Now, last time I did this, to put seals in between the two housings, that was a job. So, hopefully it's not this time, but we'll see. Alright, now the instructions say to have this end on the ground and that end up and lift straight up. But there ain't no way I'm going to be able to lift that housing. That thing's probably 220 pounds by itself. So we're going to try a different way. Alright, so it's been a year. Almost a year. Super Clean sent me some stuff and life has happened. So, we're going to try their products right now. This one's their foaming, dissolving degreaser, super easy and fast. I want to get all that off, so let's see how well this works. Get that turned on a little bit. I have a wire brush to get the big heavy stuff, so I want to use the paintbrush. Alright, let's start off with, I have no clue what I'm actually doing here. This is my first time ever taking in an automatic transmission part, no less a Volkswagen one. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to take it apart. Yes, my pump shaft is stuck in there, so everything's going to have to come out past that. We're going to take it apart with the first plate housing being here, going down there, and pull it all this way. I'll probably take the band. This is the second gear servo that hooks to the band. They say to take the band out, you have to have that out, so I'll probably take that out first. I want to mark everything that I can with Ziploc bags. I have over here my manual. I want to tell you, it's not a step-by-step. Alright? They sum this up as good as they can to make it all fit, because they can make a whole book this size to rebuild this thing. So it's got disassembly pages with notes on it. You can see they got little notes here and there telling you where to refer to, about setting up your in-play and backlashes and stuff like that. It has good useful notes like this: second gear, brake band remove before taking out brake band. It gives you the figures. But it is not a step-by-step like step 1, drain oil, step 2, take out of the car. It doesn't do that. So we're going to have to do the best we can and use what little common sense I have, because if I had common sense, I would have just put a manual in this thing. So anyways, boys and girls, without further ado, we're going to get to work. Alright, I did flip it up on its end for disassembly this way. It should make things a little easier from what it shows in the book. gasket. I want to take that apart. Alright, so right down in here, I just realized I should explain this, is your park. See that piece that comes out? Reverse, neutral. That sprag comes out and is what makes contact with these. That's why your car will sometimes go a little clunk back before it's like locks when you turn it off and you put it in park. That's why right there. So that's that piece. This is the inner planetary. I have to remove a retaining ring right here, and then there's a wedge right over here. See that? Little metal block. After I take the snap ring out, we can pull that out to start pulling this assembly out. Snap rings out. Little wedge is out. Little thrust washer, it needs to come out first. Planetaries. This is one of the friction rings. Whoa. My sun gear out. Steels and clutches. They don't look horrible. My big fear about this thing. I'm gonna think it's good. I can still see a part number on it here. So that. Okay, so there's some bolts down in there. Looks like 10 mils. I'll get a wrench and we'll take those out. Okay, so I didn't film because I was doing stuff. So I took these 5 bolts out. This plate, you got to be careful because there are springs under there. So you're going to probably want to try and keep that together. I believe this is the reverse drum. And I do know that this is the pump. Alright, so pull this up out of here. And yes, my shaft is stuck in the pump. So that is that. That should be pretty much disassembly, not disassembling the valve body just yet. We'll save that for a later ordeal here. So I'm going to go and look through and see if I can find anything that is obviously burnt, wrong, broke, something. Because something's not working on this thing. It won't hold power, and it won't shift correctly. So probably some stuff in the valve body. I need to clean that really good. And I think in the clutches are burnt. So thank you, boys and girls, for watching this part of the disassembly. We'll disassemble the valve body in another video because it's going to make it too long to upload. So get out there, get your projects done, and let's get these things back on the road. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please.